All right, Ravens flock. Today is a great day. Why? Because today is the birthday of our main man, Lamar Jackson. Happy 24th birthday, Lamar. Thank you for all you have done for this organization, this team, this fan base, this city. We appreciate everything you've done for us since you first walked into Baltimore. I mean, this guy has been everything to us. Everything. And he's been such a joy, so humble, so nice, just such a team guy. And we appreciate everything he's done for us. At the age of 24, this young man has done so many things. I've said it 1,000 times. Lamar has nothing left to prove in the regular season. After 3 seasons into his career, he's been to the playoffs all 3 times. He's taken his team to the postseason. 3 seasons of his career, 3 playoff appearances. He's done so much. There is nothing left for this man to prove in the regular season. The only questions we have to have about Lamar Jackson need to be in the postseason. Can he get this team to a Super Bowl? A lot of us have faith in him, we have confidence in it, and we have belief that he can pull that off. But we have to see it before we can, really give him the benefit of the doubt. And he has an opportunity to show us this again on the road on Sunday. But we're not here to talk about that. We're just here to sit back and enjoy everything this man has brought to this team. A lot of people continue to question the young man, but he's accomplished so much. The biggest thing he's accomplished so much, there's a list, and I'm gonna just go off it because I can't remember everything by head. But the biggest thing he's done so far in his career was winning the MVP. This man won the MVP, and not just that, he won it unanimously. He's the second player all time to win unanimous MVP. The first is Tom Brady in 2010. So Tom Brady and Lamar Jackson are the only 2 to win unanimous MVP in the history of this game. Not only that, but Lamar Jackson is the second youngest MVP winner in history, second only to the legendary Jim Brown. Man, it's a great room to be in. This guy has accomplished so much in his career. He's won his division twice. That's not something easy to do. To win the AFC North isn't always easy, but he's won his division twice. He got the number 1 seed in the AFC, in a league where Mahomes is, and all these talented guys are in, because the AFC is about to be, it's going to be competitive for the next decade. So much talent in the AFC. He managed to get the number 1 seed. He led the league in touchdown passes. Well, no, you don't understand how great this was. This man broke Michael Vick's rushing record. He ran for 1,206 yards. He broke Michael Vick's rushing record, and at the same time, he led the league in touchdown passes in a run-first offense without a number 1 receiver. That is historic. That is legendary. My God. He's the youngest quarterback to ever start in a playoff game. He did that at the age of 21. I mean, this guy, fantastic. Just straight up fantastic what he's done. He's the fastest quarterback to 30 wins in his career. He's 30-7 as a starter. 30-7. There are, including the playoff, there are 9 losses on this man's career. And it's so unfortunate that people would rather look at the 9 losses and assess him there than take a look at the 30 wins he's done in his career. It's such a shame. Fastest quarterback to doing that. He was a Pro Bowler, which honestly at this point doesn't mean much because I'm looking at the Pro Bowl. Pro Bowl hasn't meant anything in over a decade. It's lost its flair. But hey, he was a Pro Bowler, something, no other Ravens quarterback was. Flacco could have been that in 2014, but he was an alternate and he didn't even go, which I respected why he didn't go. But yeah, first quarterback in our franchise to actually, win a Pro Bowl. He's put up historic numbers. Not only that, he was first team All-Pro last year. I mean, come on. And to add to that, the man rushed for 1,000 yards again this season. So he's the only quarterback in history to have multiple 1,000-yard seasons. And he did that back-to-back. Fantastic what this man has done. Not only that, since 2019, there have been five rushers that have eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark. Lamar Jackson is one of those 5. At the same time, he's one of the 5 quarterbacks to throw the most touchdowns. It's been starts with Aaron Rodgers, I believe. Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, and Lamar Jackson. So the man has thrown the 5th most touchdown passes since 2019. So he's top 5 in touchdown passes, and he's top 5 in terms of rushing since 2019. This is what this man has done. That's the definition of dual threat. So he's doing these things, putting up top 5 numbers in terms of touchdown passes and rushing, and no one really wants to give him his credit. At the same time, he's managed to be the fastest quarterback to win 30 games. I mean, this is just fantastic. Couple of the things that he has. The dude has the highest touchdown passing percentage in the Super Bowl era. I mean, a lot of people want to give him flack for how much he doesn't really throw. He's throwing 15, 16, 17, 18 sometimes in games. Times he'll throw at 25. There'll be a few times where he throws 30, but he's not throwing the ball that much. And people will criticize him. When in actuality, this is a praise to him, because despite the fact that he's not throwing nearly as much as the other guys, he's still top 5 in touchdown passes. And he has the highest touchdown passing percentage in the Super Bowl era. The efficiency that this young man is out here producing without a number 1 receiver is insanity. But people don't want to give this man his credit. I mean, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Oh, yeah, he was also the youngest quarterback to achieve a perfect passer rating. And I believe he had 3 or 4 perfect passer ratings in his MVP season. That actually ties with Ben Roethlisberger in terms of most in a season, I believe. This guy has done so much in such a young career. I mean, just the amount of things he's done has been insanity. The only question we have for him should be in the postseason. I mean, that's really it. That's all you can ask for. The only questions we should have for this young man is in the postseason. Can he deliver in the playoffs? But in terms of the regular season, in terms of the historical stats he's put up and what he's been able to produce, there should no longer be a debate. He's been one of the best quarterbacks in the game since 2019. In 3 seasons, he's taken his team to the playoffs all 3 times. Lamar Jackson doesn't know how it feels to miss the postseason in the NFL so far in his career. He doesn't know what that feels like because he's been in the playoffs every single year. And now he has an opportunity to attack that narrative that he can't win in the playoffs. That's all that's left to really focus on this guy. Once he starts winning playoff games, there's not much to really talk about in terms of his resume to really criticize him from. Everyone looks at Mahomes' resume. His resume is flawless because of what he's done in the regular season and in the postseason. If Lamar can win playoff games and eventually take this team to a Super Bowl, there's nothing you can really criticize this man for. At this point, he'll just be like Mahomes. Well, I mean, Lamar is already in that category in terms of, being a victim of your own success. Because Lamar has been so successful so early on, the fact that he hasn't won a playoff game is going to hurt and take away from the greatness that he has. And that's unfair. Mahomes is kind of in that stature too. Even though he's won a Super Bowl, a lot of people I'm seeing are ready to pounce on Mahomes if somehow the Chiefs don't get back to the Super Bowl, which makes no sense. But again, every great quarterback is a victim of their success. And Lamar is in that situation himself. If he doesn't win in the postseason this year and goes 0-3, he's going to be crucified. Which is fair because you got to win in the postseason at some point, and this is his 3rd time around. But people keep forgetting how young this guy is. His birthday's today. He's 24 years old. All these all-time greats, they weren't winning till they were 26, 27 years old. So I feel like it's unfair to just judge this man by this. But at some point, it's going to be your 3rd time in. You've got to win a playoff game. So I'm not saying he's going to be, he shouldn't deserve any criticism if he can't, win a playoff game. He's definitely going to deserve some criticism. But people are going to act like he's a garbage or he's never going to win or never going to break past that mold if he loses. And that's kind of the pressure that's put on him. I constantly see people say that this man's not going to last. He's not gonna be in this league for long. He's bound to get injured, which I kind of find very interesting to say, because I just find that interesting in general. And sometimes I laugh at that because Lamar is not a quarterback that takes a lot of hits. Despite the fact that he takes off and runs a lot, he's not even running the same amount of times he was running last year. But even though he takes off and runs, he's getting out of bounds. He's not really taking a lot of hits. I don't remember how many hits he actually took this season where I was like, yeah, that's a bad hit. Like, I'm sure he took a big hit or two this season, but most of the time the dude's just getting down on the ground or running out of bounds. If you're gonna let him run out of bounds and he gets touched, because as long as a quarterback gets touched, it counts as a hit. So if he's getting pushed out of bounds and that counts as a hit, how many pushes is he gonna take before Lamar Jackson gets injured? And it's funny how everyone's saying this because I continue to look around and all these other quarterbacks are getting injured. And they're not exactly running the way Lamar Jackson is. I mean, Mahomes got injured last year. Burrow got injured this year. So many quarterbacks I'm seeing left and right dealing with injuries. For God's sakes, Kyler Murray, who's another... Oh my God, why do I keep messing that up? I'm so sorry, guys. Kyler Murray, who's another quarterback that's dual threat, that also takes off. He was dealing with injuries this year. But do you think anyone's going to say his career's over because he's dealing with injuries? No, they're not going to say that. But with Lamar Jackson, that's always the same. It's specifically because it's his play style. I always find it funny. If you take this man's accomplishments and everything he's done and put it on another quarterback that doesn't play like Lamar Jackson, most people will be sitting there saying, this guy is going to be a future all-time great, a future Hall of Famer. He's on the right track. Yeah, the playoff record isn't exactly what you want it to be. But at the end of the day, he's going to be an all-time great. He's going to play for 15 years. But because it's Lamar Jackson and it's because it's his play style, people say, don't care about those stats. Look at the 0-2 record. That's all that matters. He's not going to last. He's only a running back. He's going to be out of the league in 5 years. The man has been durable all 3 years of his career. He's missed 2 games in his career. One, because he was put on the list and was suffering from symptoms, obviously. And the other was because he rested in week 17. This man has never, in his entire career, going all the way back to college football, he's never suffered a major injury. He's never been out due to a major injury. This man is as durable as they come. He doesn't take big hits. He gets out of bounds. If you're telling me that this guy's going to be out of the league in 5 years because of all the times he runs, I don't know what to tell you, because this dude does not take big hits and is constantly running out of bounds. So I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, I just wanted to make this, just sit back and appreciate all that Lamar has done for this Ravens franchise. I mean, I can't begin to go into the amount of records he's actually broken as a Ravens. You know, it's definitely a lot. But, you know, this young man has accomplished everything a quarterback would want to do in terms of the regular season. There's nothing you could really say in terms of the regular season. He's accomplished everything you would want from him to do. He's carried his team into the playoffs. The only question we should have about Lamar Jackson at this point is, can he produce in the playoffs and can he lead his team to a Super Bowl? But in terms of what he can do in the regular season, in terms of staying healthy, in terms of leading his team to the playoffs, after 3 seasons, I'm pretty sure he's proven that at this point. So there shouldn't be any questions about that. With that being said, Lamar Jackson, thank you for all you do for Baltimore. We appreciate you. We love you so much. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being Lamar Jackson and go out there on Sunday and just do your thing against the Titans. Go out there and be Lamar Jackson and come out with a victory. Like you said, man, it's only the beginning. And you get to control your narrative and your destiny, man. Go out there and just go win a football game and continue this journey. And hopefully, at the end of the season, you and the Ravens will be holding up the trophy and you would have shut up all the critics and all the narratives. That being said, that's all I got, man. I'm out here. Peace.